Me on the walkie-talkie when it started. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a special broadcast here on KnightVision Media. Broadcast that will feature JV and varsity basketball games. Probably, quite possibly, the only time we will do this year, mainly because it is Farmington Knights. Your Farmington Knights are hosting what really is our biggest rival in the area, and that's the Central Rebels. And so we wanted to bring you the JV and the varsity game. The JV game is underway. Central up 2-0 here with just under a minute gone by. And these JV games this year have been very important for the Knights varsity squad, as there are a few players that are getting a lot of playing time on the varsity team that are also playing on the JV team. Now, rules state they can only play, I believe it's 2 quarters on JV and still play a full varsity game. They have a 6-quarter limit for the day. And so players like Gunnar LeBron, Alex England, number 22, Hardy, some other guys like that, you'll all see them in the next game on varsity. And so they will play limited minutes here on the JV. So Alex England now brings it up, score 5-0, Central out to an early lead. Passes it down low. Gunnar LeBron goes in, and he gets an and one. The hoop and the harm. He'll go to the line and try to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Gunnar LeBron has been a pleasant surprise this year for the Knights. Started off the year not getting any playing time, really before the first part of 2015, and due to lack of depth and Coach Callahan just needing some spark off the bench, brought Gunnar LeBron in and started to play him, and was the leading scorer against Poplar Bluff there. Central hits another 3 for the Knights and has played well, really contributed and been a part of the team. Played well with Jordan Ankrum and some of the other guys on the team. There's a drive by number 34 for the Knights. Gets his own rebound, not able to convert. Central bring it back down, leading 8-2. And there's another 3 for Central. That rims out. One thing these guys, the Rebels, have been known for the last few years is they have a host of perimeter shooters. Their varsity squad is loaded with them. The JV doesn't look to be too different. So this turnover will take it back the other way. As I said, a special broadcast. Marcus Archer here on KnightVision Media, KnightVision Sports, coming to you live from our FHS KnightVision YouTube page. Alex England at the top of the key with about 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Knights running a very simple zone offense. As Alex England hits a deep 3. I've been saying all year, I hope to see a little bit more of that aggressiveness on the offensive end from him once he's in on varsity. He's shown the ability to be a very capable ball handler, not just at this level, but at the next. And so deep 3 for him as the Knights try to beat that zone that Central's been in. And there's a block by the Knights. Ball will stay here with Central. Number 11 for the Rebels dribbles over and pulls up. There's a rebound by the Knights. Quickly back up the court in transition. Gunnar thought he had position there, but they quickly double team him. Knowing at this point he's a big threat. Another missed three for the Knights. Central back up the court quickly. And it almost seems as though they're not even looking for the layup. They're looking more for jump shots than they are for the open lane. Knights in a man-to-man defense here. Off the screen, there's 22. Off the front iron, ball tipped around. The rebound and a foul. Number 20 for the Knights, their point guard here. I guess it's almost like playing two point guards with him and Alex England on the floor at the same time. He's actually gotten several rebounds, which is always a plus when a small guard like that is able to rebound the ball really well. There's a foul on number 11. Refs have been instructed this year to actually call more of those touch fouls, more of the hand-checking fouls than what they have in the past. It's really slowed the games down a lot. Many of us aren't really big fans of the rules, but it will create a little bit more offense, which I think in general the idea is to make it more exciting to the lay fan, the lay person really, the fringe basketball fan. The idea is that it would be more exciting because there's more offense. Knights in a press here. There's some reaching and swatting at it. There's another foul on the Knights. Central brings the ball up the court. There's 32 with another jump shot, and that rattles in. It seems as though the Rebels are much more concerned with finding jump shots, finding open jump shots than they are finding open lanes. They're winning 10-5 right now, but really the Knights just have shot horribly from the field so far. So some of those shots will begin to fall. Law of averages says that they will go in at some point. And hopefully when that starts to happen, Knights will be able to overtake the Rebels. We'll say for a JV game, it's actually hasn't been too sloppy here in the first quarter. And there's one of those hand-checking fouls we talked about on Alex England. Fouls that every basketball player is confused why they're calling them, but it's part of the rule. And so, yeah, as I said, it hasn't been too sloppy of a game as the ref stops to sort of tell England, hey, this is what you did, this is why we called it. And that's why we called the foul. I do appreciate that about these JV games. The refs will take a second to explain why they made the call they did. There's another jump shot for Central off the front iron. Here comes England quickly up the court. LeBron gets at the free throw line. Hardy throws it away. And an easy transition bucket there for the Rebels to put them up 12-5 here in the first quarter. And another bad pass, another turnover for the Knights. You cannot win a game when you lose the turnover battle like that. No box out, and number 32 for Central for the Rebels with the easy putback. You can't just jump up there. You got to box somebody out, especially if they're taller than you. England gets around his guy and gets a little bit of a hip check there coming around. And it's another foul. Again, that's 7 fouls already here in the first quarter. And that's probably a low number from what we've seen for most of the year. Gunner's got position. He's begging for it. Didn't seem to want to give it to him. There's another miss in close for the Knights. Comes the Rebels. Nice open look. A block from behind. And there's a foul in the backcourt. Really, they're aggressive fouls. They're not really hard fouls. I don't know as a coach if you can ask for much better from your players. Really, with these new rules, depth becomes much more important. You can't just make it with 6 or 7 guys. You're going to have some depth due to all the foul trouble people are going to get in. That ball's tipped out with 3.7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Knights down by 9, 5-14. Look to get a bucket here before the buzzer sounds. Alex England gets blocked. LeBron with the rebound, but he's not able to convert. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 14-5. Rebels leading the Knights here in a special broadcast of the Farmington Knights junior varsity game. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience. Mercy.
Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
We're back here at the start of the second quarter. Knights still haven't really had many substitutions, playing all their starters. Down 14-5. There's a position as the ball goes out of bounds, be out of bounds to Farmington. I imagine what will happen is Gunnar and Alex especially will play the first half, and with that 6-quarter limit, they'll play the first half, and then they'll get the second half as opportunity to rest. There's a three-pointer for the Knights. It's missed off the front iron. Out to England. He'll take it, and he'll hit again. That's his second three-pointer of the game. Cutting the lead to 6. There's a near steal and a block by Gunnar. Gunnar LeBron with a big defensive play down low. And a crazy somersault tumble by number 22, the Rebels player, as he gets the foul called on him, and he takes the brunt of that impact. Nice cut by Alex England, and a good look to Gunnar LeBron down low with the left hand. And that is exactly how you draw it up on the board. We'll call a 30-second timeout here for Central. We'll be right back after a 30-second commercial break.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Back here on NightVision Media, the Knights down 10-14, but they were down 5-14 to start this quarter after just 70 seconds gone by on a 5-0 run here, putting themselves back into this game. And so a press here by the Knights trying to create some chaos. And there's a steal, and most people don't realize Press is not really designed to get steals as much as it's designed to speed up the other team's offense. There's another good look from Alex England. And a 3 outside for Hardy. He hits. That's the third 3 of the game for the Knights. The lead is cut to 1. As I said, the press is designed to really create confusion, to speed up a team's offense so that they make bad decisions. And as you can tell, the press both those times worked perfectly. Another bad shot, a quick shot for the Central Rebels. There's another turnover. That's going to kill the Knights. They don't get that together. As I said, Alex England, Gunnar LeBrot, Hardy, and Hardy, they will all participate in the varsity game. Hardy steps back. He's just off for 3. Another rebound for LeBrot. He gets another and 1. I've seen a lot of that from him, even in the varsity games. He's very strong. Very strong kid, very thick through the shoulders, and so when somebody goes up with him, he's able to power through them and still get the ball up through the contact. He misses the free throw though. The Knights still down 1, not able to come back there on the lead. So in the second half, we'll probably see a lot of Brandon Winder out there in on the court. He plays a lot. I think once these guys sort of have their time, he gets in a lot. Big contributor here also for the JV. So not an extremely sloppy game from a standpoint of it being a JV game, but there have been several turnovers for the Knights so far, which is really the only reason they're down 15-16. They should be winning. They just can't quite seem to hold on to the ball enough. Alex England left alone. He takes another one, misses off the back of the iron. Rebounded by number 20 for Central. He goes all the way in, and that'll be a blocking foul as England was attempted to get in his way and take the charge, but he was moving. That's Tyler Stewart. He will go to the line to shoot 2. It's amazing as you look around, and I don't know if you can see it, those of you watching, but for a JV game, these stands are packed for the first half of a JV game. Usually until about halfway through the third or fourth quarter with a game, you usually don't see people start to really show up, but it's Central, and this game matters just a little bit more. Neither team wants to be the one to lose to that one, lose to the other one. As Central beat us in the Christmas tournament, we're the varsity team. Alex England fakes and shoots another one. Being really aggressive tonight. I like seeing that from him. A couple of Knight players run into each other. It's an easy transition bucket for the Central Rebels. As Cody Friedmeier, number 35, has been in for most of the second quarter now. Hardy gives it into LeBrot, who takes it up. And he's got a nice little spin there. He was under the goal, so he went back with his right arm, with his right hand instead of his left, and was able to spin it back off the backboard. Again, a lot of strength there shown by LeBrot. Trapped by the Knights, being really aggressive defensively. Again, still only down 1. We're down as many as 8 in the first quarter. There's number 20 for Central. Tyler Stewart hits another 3 for the Rebels. Extend their lead out to 4. Every time the Knights get close, Central seems to hit a shot and pull it back out just enough. They are almost triple teaming Gunnar LeBrot which should tell you all you need to know about him. And considering their foul rules, the way they've changed them, right there had to be a foul on somebody as 3 guys were essentially hugging LeBron. It's incredible the amount of respect that they're showing to him. Another miss. LeBron gets position, and he's able to put it back up for 2. There's Stewart again for 3, and he misses. Hardy takes it, transition. Actually, nice defense for Stewart not to go into him, but kind of absorb the contact. No foul called. A little head fake. And Scherfus with a little leaning jumper there. England over to Hardy, open in the corner, and just misses the 3. Ball tipped out to LeBron, a nice little baby hook, and he gets another 2. There's another 3 taken by Stewart as he misses. LeBron with the rebound. LeBron already in double figures for points here in the first half. And that ball tipped out to stay with Central. Stewart comes in and he gets a little jumper. He's a difficult guard, as difficult person to guard, as he's very, very long. So when he comes in, he plays a 3, like a small forward position, but he's very long, hard to block, hard to get in front of him. So the 30 seconds left here in the first half, the Knights down 4. They made some headway, trying to lower this lead even more before halftime. Ball over to Hardy. Hardy dribbles up into LeBron. And the foul on Mayberry as he attempts to swing around LeBron for the steal, and Gunner will shoot 1 and 1. Chance to cut the lead to 2 right here with 16 and a half seconds left here in the first half. Gunner steps in. He misses that free throw. Stewart with the rebound. Scherfus brings it up for Central. Down to 5 seconds now. He's out at midcourt. Beats England. The running jumper. Ball tipped around. No one will score. So at the end of the first half, the score 25-21. Again, 12 fouls there in the first half. As I said, a lot of fouls the way that they're calling the games now. Gunnar LeBron, the bright star for the Knights, already in double figures in that first half. And you can see with the triple teams that he got in the first half, the Central expects a lot from him, as I'm sure the Farmington coaches do. So we'll be back after this halftime break here on KnightVision Media. The Knights down 4, 21-25 here in the special broadcast of the Knights JV basketball game against the Central Rebels.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and more has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and more is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Now at Qdoba Mexican Grill, extras aren't extra. So you can pack your favorite entrees full of flavor. Try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. All you can eat for only $5.55. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Way, way down near the equator in the land of the tropics where the amazing Arabica tree grows, it can take up to 4 years for a tree to bear cherries. Then there's the picking, the sorting, the wet milling, the dry milling, the sorting again, the grading, the packing, the shipping, the blending, the roasting, the grinding, the taste testing, the taste testing, the taste testing, and finally, the brewing. And that's us, shedding light on the process of our unique blend that is always the perfect cup of McCafe coffee.
America loves a fish fry. And at St. Al's Church, they've been doing it right since the Pope was an altar boy. But you don't have to go to St. Al's for fish that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's. We're America's fish fry.
The $4 menu presents many options, yet grants us only one stomach.
Master?
How does one decide between the original double and cheese or the fresh guacamole steak burger, the garlic double steak burger, or an all-beef Chicago-style footlong?
How do you decide, Master?
Pictures.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Nothing compares to fresh, intense flavors of Qdoba Mexican Grill. So for your next event, don't forget to call us for Qdoba Catering. Add a kick to your next event with Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
There's a magical land between the latitudes of 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south, where the amazing Arabica beans grow. The mountainous regions between the Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer, where rich soil means rich coffee, where lush tropical climate means smooth aromatic flavor, and where passionate farmers means flavor we can all be passionate about. When Mother Nature meets the human touch, we're able to bring great tasting coffee to the exact longitude and latitude of you.
Special sauce? At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's. You should serve it to everyone.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's, we're America's fish fry.
Welcome back to the second half of a special broadcast of KnightVision Media. Marcus Archer here on the call. Farmington Knights junior varsity against the Central Rebels. Again, the reason for the special junior varsity broadcast is that it is Central. One of the bigger rivals here in the area is Farmington and Central, and so the Knights down 21-25, but Gunnar LeBrot in that first half with 12 points and 4 rebounds. Obviously, that's easily more than half of the Knights' points. It was interesting to see how they triple-teamed him on almost every possession, and he was still able to score that many points. Now, in the second half, Gunnar LeBrot, Alex England, and Brendan Hardy will all not play after the 6-quarter limit that they have. They will all play on varsity. Gunnar and Alex will play a significant amount of time on varsity, so they're out for the rest of this JV game. Instead, here to start this second half, Brandon Winder is in the game. As I said, he'd be a key player in the second half. Brandon Winder's in the game. Ian Lamb is also in the game, and Cody Friedemeyer. So those three guys replacing England, Hardy, and LeBrot. Sherfus with a drive and 2 off the glass. Extending the lead out to 6, and without LeBrot in there, the Knights don't really have a rim protector, as even they're playing 5 guys, 3 outside, 2 down low. There's a steal with Central. Holden Mayberry with 2 takes it coast to coast. But as I said, they're playing 3 guards and 2 post players, but the word post player might be a bit of a stretch there, considering that right now the Knights post players are the same height as their guards. So a very small lineup without Gunnar LeBrot in. Shervis with a steal. He gets fouled. Another turnover for the Knights. That's 2 quick turnovers here to start the second half. Another jump shot there for Central, number 32. Kobe Wright, he misses, but a foul on the floor. Ball kicked out quickly to Sherfus off the inbounds. The Knights not ready for it. Rebounded by Mayberry. He gets a foul called on him, I believe. That was on Winder. Excuse me, not Winder, on Tappan Westbrook. So the ball quickly out to Sherfus. He pulls up for three, and he hits. Sherfus, obviously a very skilled point guard, can score the ball. He's only in 9th grade. I would not be surprised to see him on varsity next year for the Central Rebels. Westbrook into the lane. Down to Friedemeyer. Not able to convert. And Central on the move again, coming up the court quickly. And Gavin Duncan corrals the rebound, but not able to hold on to it. And there's another, it's the third turnover of the second half for the Knights. Again, as I said, a special broadcast here on KnightVision Media. Be joined in the second of our doubleheader here for the Farmington Knights versus the Central Rebels by Sarah LaChance, a student in our sports broadcasting class, sports journalism, sports broadcasting, as Stewart hits another two. And she'll be on the call with me for the varsity game. So here comes Central back up the floor. Sherfus hits another three. The Knights really need to gather themselves. Central with a little bit of a, not really a half-court press, but really forcing the action there, picking up Farmington at half-court. Mayberry with another steal. That's 6 turnovers now for the Knights. He misses the layup. Westbrook on the rebound. Going to try to collect himself, bring it up the court. Central quickly back in the man-to-man, and that's a timeout for Farmington. So we'll go to a quick 30-second break. Knights down by 16. Farmington now inbounding the ball. Westbrook dribbling around the perimeter. He pulls up for three. Nice looking shot to score the Knights' first points of this third quarter, with over half the quarter gone. It's a three-pointer though. And there's a steal for the Knights. Number 3, Ian Bernard. That's a quick 5 points to cut the lead to 9. Stewart with another 3. He is on fire tonight. You can tell he's fired up going down the other end of the court. He's hit 4 threes so far in this game. Winder cross-court pass over to Friedemeyer. He misses. And here comes Stewart back up the court again. Over to Sherfus for 3 again. That ball off the side of the rim. And it'll go over to Farmington. And a 2-2-1 press here by Central. Ball quickly up to Bernard, over to Friedemeyer. He's too far into the goal, not able to convert. The ball will stay with Farmington, but a nice idea, but sloppy play there from the Knights. You got to convert those open layups. And so here's Winder into the game. Tries to throw it off Stewart's back because he's not paying attention, but another turnover. Central down. That ball, Brandon Winder thought it went off the Central player, but really it went off his hand. You can see that clearly. So Farmington, after all that, unable to convert. Central had the ball in bounds here. And Welch passes the ball in to Dallas Coleman. Him and Brandon Winder pushing a little bit down low. Winder diving out of bounds. Seemed to throw the ball back like he was trying to bounce it off of him, but it was well after the whistle. You could tell it was on purpose there. And there's a foul there. After the talk that the ref gave, Dallas Coleman more pushing on Brandon Winder, and the ref immediately calls the foul. The coach gets him out of the game, tries to get him to control his attitude. As I said, after that talk, the ref wasn't going to have any more of it and immediately called the foul. So 40-26 now, 2 minutes left. Tappan Westbrook goes up. He'll get the foul on Stewart. And I believe he'll shoot 2 at the line. Excuse me, they said that even though he was in the air, I think they were saying that he was attempting to pass. He was not shooting. And so they're going to call it on the floor. Out to Winder. Ball kicked around to Westbrook. Brings it in. The floater. That's 2 for Westbrook. Who's got 5 out of the 8 points here in the third quarter for the Knights. Sheriff is looking to make something happen. Wants someone to move. He comes up, passes it in. And Devin Warden hits the shot and gets fouled. He'll go to the line and try to convert the 3-point play for Central. Central has had a few too many 3-point possessions here in this JV game against the Knights. It's hard to keep up when you're scoring 2 and they're scoring 3 every time down the court. Knights not really a high percentage 3-point shooting team. So there's another sloppy pass. I believe that's the 8th turnover here in the third quarter. Sheriff pulls up. The one-handed shot off the glass. He hits it, and he'll go to the line for another 3-point play. As the Rebels are now up 45-28. And there's always a little bit of feistiness, a little bit more fire here between the Rebels and Knights, competing in the area for supremacy. For most years, last several years, as Sheriff converts the 3-point play. Last several years, the Central and Farmington have battled for not just the MAAA conference supremacy, but for district supremacy. Now Central has moved out of Farmington's classification, so it's all about pride here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Central up 16 here in the third quarter. Friedemeyer quickly up the court. Sherfus lets him go. 32-46. And that ball tipped out. It'll stay with Central. Farmington maybe the ball's over to Farmington. And there's a timeout, I believe, by the Knights. 30-second timeout. Again, 32-46 here in the third quarter. As I said, the Central Rebels have moved down a classification to Class 3. So no longer in Farmington's district. However, whether this game was a district game or not, there would be pride involved. And it really makes it that much sweeter, I would think, for Central, being a smaller classification now. Many people would feel that Farmington should beat them. So for them, it's they can poke their chest out a little bit more if they do beat the school that's larger than them, that's a higher classification than them as far as Misha is concerned. And so they're attempting to do that. They're playing well here in this JV game, up 46-32. A little confusion there from the refs. Gives the ball over to Central there. Farmington wasn't ready because they thought they were on offense. And it is Farmington's ball, though. Friedermeyer in the corner now has it tipped. Over to Westbrook. And Ian Lamb misses the three-pointer. But there's a foul. It'll go against Farmington, I believe. Excuse me, it'll be on Devin Ward, and it'll go against Central. And so Lamb to pass it in out to Bernard. Westbrook takes it from him to set up the offense. Westbrook knifes through the defense. Unable to convert on the shot, but he'll go to the line and shoot two. You can tell it's taken a little while for the Knights to get their footing here in this third quarter, as they played the whole first half with LeBrot, Hardy, and England really dominating the ball and really scoring most of their points, as Westbrook throws the three and he misses. Bernard with the rebound, turns around, he can't convert. And Westbrook steps out of bounds. As I said, Knights have taken a while to get their footing. It took them 4 minutes to score their first points. They played well here in the second half of the third quarter, defensively and offensively. The lead has grown to 13 from 4 at halftime. So with 15 seconds left, Scherfis pulls it out. I think he's going to hold for the last shot of the quarter. Dribbling around, 5 seconds now. Scherfis knifes through the defense. Over to Coleman, and Coleman hits for two as the third quarter expires to extend the lead back out to 15. So at the end of the third quarter, the Central Rebels lead the Farmington Knights here at Farmington High School, 48-33. We'll be back for the final quarter of this special JV broadcast.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. Make sure to bring the kids on Wednesdays for only 99 cents. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
It's time to get more. More of what you love, because getting more is what you get with McDonald's new $1 menu and more. All your favorites are still here, plus a whole lot more. For just $1, get the crunchy, tangy, brand new barbecue ranch burger. And for only $2, bring home the thick-cut Applewood smoked bacon on the new Bacon Cheddar McChicken. Only on the $1 menu and more. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal. The taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals. The garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Welcome back for this final quarter. Quick turnover there by the Central Rebels. Knights down 15 to start the quarter. Bernard passes in, but Stewart with another steal. Double-digit turnovers here just in the third quarter alone, in the first minute here of the fourth quarter for the Knights. Stewart comes around. Mayberry backs him in. And there's Richardson with a three. The Rebels have hit several threes here tonight. As I said, they're the last several years they've been, I would say, known for their perimeter shooting. Very skilled from the perimeter. A hard team to play zone against. The varsity is very similar. So they do that. The varsity has Colin Best down low, a skilled big man. Actually, probably going to go and play D1 football somewhere. But a very skilled big guy. But their perimeter shooting is really what makes them go. It's really what opens everything up for them. And there's Friedemeyer, and he hits the three. Stewart into the lane, and he gets the roll. Coach for Farmington called full timeout. We'll be back after another commercial break.
Oh, big wave. That is everywhere, isn't it? Okay. Hey, Jennifer, can you guys turn to each other and share? Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
Yeah! This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
We're back here on Night Vision Media. Again, Marcus Archer on the call for you here. A special, rare junior varsity game broadcast live here on FHS Night Vision Sports. Again, the rival Central Rebels in town here in Farmington tonight. Leading the JV by 15 with just under 6 to go here in the fourth quarter. Seems like every time the Knights make a little bit of headway in this game and start to catch up, Central gets a couple of steals, and they hit a couple of threes, it feels like. So Winter's stuck out at half court. There's Gavin Duncan with a turnover. Lamb able to recover out to Westbrook. Westbrook with some help. Winter gets the ball in the corner. Not a lot of open players here. Westbrook in, out to Winder for three, and he hits it. That lead now down to 14. Sherfus slows the game down though. Again, no shot clock in JV or varsity basketball here. Head fake by Mayberry. The foul is on the floor. Winder bid on the head fake. Actually, I believe that may be a 1-and-1 now. So every foul from here on out, Central will be in the bonus. Mayberry misses it, but Stewart skies for the rebound, and he's able to get another two. Stewart has had an enormous game here tonight for the Rebels. Friedemeyer gets the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. He makes the first. Misses the second, so the lead is 15. Ball tipped out to Central. Knights playing hard, but it just seems like at this point, with players, especially Sherfus and Stewart there on the other end, with Central, just a little bit outmatched out on the perimeter. Ball into Stewart. He drives in over to Mayberry. Nice little up and under. He gets another 2. Tappan Westbrook looking for somebody to throw it to. Out to Lamb. Over to Friedemeyer. That ball is tipped. And it's off of Westbrook's fingertips, the ref is saying. He's going to call it over to Central. As I said at the beginning of the game, in the first quarter there, Stewart drives in again. Misses that time, but turnovers will kill you, and the Knights have committed way too many turnovers in this game as Winder from deep. Winder's got 2 threes on 2 shots. Batting 1,000, as they say. There's a turnover ball will be over to Farmington. As Winder hits one from the NBA range. It looked like out by the end on the Knights there on that end of the court. Lamb over to Friedemeyer. Bernard looking for position, but he's got to put his body up against the guy to prevent him from getting to the ball. Lamb off the pick, he drives in, floats it in. Now we get Duncan with the rebound. That probably was, that's what we call a heat check there. Winder probably shouldn't have taken that shot. A little bit too tight a defense there. This is KnightVision Media, but I must say, I've been real impressed with this Stewart kid on Central. He's easily got over 20 points on the night. I believe he's got 4 3-point shots, several rebounds. He's really done it all. Long, lanky kid, going to get a lot of rebounds. Going to be very good defensively as Winder lets that ball go, thinking the pass was for someone behind him. So with just over 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, these stands are really starting to fill up. We found out at the North County game, we thought it was packed, and it got kind of warm in here as we had so many bodies in here. There's easily going to be more. I imagine it'll be standing room only. All around the edge, people will be lining the stage, the parts in between the bleachers, against the walls there into the scoreboards. You already see people standing up there. It'll be pretty full here tonight against Central. Again, as I said, really only pride on the line here tonight, but that's all it takes when Farmington and Central get together. So Sheriff is taking his time. Drives in, ball tipped around. And there's an over the back call, I believe. Kobe Wright with an over the back call. And Tappan Westbrook will go to the line to shoot the bonus. Lead down to 13 here with just under 3 minutes left. Now to 12. The Knights not out of it yet. Crazier things have happened. Sheriff flips the ball up the court to Richardson. Richardson out to Stewart. Stewart taking his time, almost gets the 5 count. Duncan really didn't have a need to foul him there. Looked like it was somewhat intentional, but it was kind of unnecessary. I believe if he would have held off on that for just a second, Might have got a 5-second call on Stewart there. He misses the 1-on-1. A lot of missed free throws as Bernard, with the Sports Center not top 10, put the ball up in his own basket, or in the other team's basket, shall we say. The old own goal play. I believe he had them all faked out there. You can see the student section over there pointing at him. They're already messing with him. Lamb came in the game. Bernard thought he was going out after that play. Oh, man. If there's a night to not make the Sports Center not top 10, it would be tonight. This is about as full as it's going to get all year. That's the wrong time for it. Finally, a free throw made for the Knights. Down only 11 with 2 minutes left. Chipping away. And he makes the second one, lead down to 10. Steal by the Knights. Tappan Westbrook brings it back up. Friedemeyer sitting over in the corner begging for the ball. Westbrook missed him though. Bernard sets the pick. Westbrook knifes through, floats it up, misses. Friedemeyer with the rebound. Pulls it back out, and he with the fadeaway three. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up with it. A lot of shots there, second and third chance opportunities. You got to convert if you're the Knights. A minute and a half left, you're down 10. You really needed that one. So Sheriff is just dribbling outside there, knowing he doesn't have to score. There is no shot clock. Surprised Westbrook commits the foul as he had to. So it'll be the double bonus now for Central, as that's 18 fouls here in the second half. There were easily, I believe there were 14 or 15 fouls in the first half. That's about average here this year. Easily over 30 fouls almost every single game. One of the girls' games earlier in the year, there were upwards of 50 fouls committed in the game. So Knights are going to have to get some turnovers here. They're going to be able to finish this comeback. That ball, Mayberry with a nice play into right for two, and that'll probably seal it right there, pushing it back up to 13 with a minute left. Obviously, the Knights are going to play it out. At this point, just unable to really get a lot of good open looks. Westbrook off the drive. Bernard with the tip. Again, second chance opportunities, not able to convert. And here comes Central back up, throws it back out. Sherpas will gather himself. Ticking down, 45 seconds left. Knowing that he doesn't have to do anything but dribble around. And he'll either get fouled or they'll let the clock run out. Westbrook commits the foul. I imagine Coach Peterson for the Knights probably tell him not to foul from this point on. About 35 seconds left. The game seems well in hand. No need to slow it down, really. Sherpas, him and Stewart have over half of Central's points right now. There's a timeout by Coach Peterson, 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this quick commercial break.
Mexican cuisine is known for its intense and varied flavors. And that's what you get at Qdoba Mexican Grill. With only the freshest ingredients. Mixed for the perfect taste. Come try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington. We're back here at the conclusion.
Farmington Knights junior varsity game against the Central Rebels. And as I said a few times during the broadcast, bringing you this JV game, as it is Central, it is our biggest rival here in the area, no matter what sport it is. A lot of pride on the line here tonight. In fact, the Farmington students have a special dress code, I guess, that they've enforced on themselves this evening. We'll talk about a little in the upcoming broadcast. Having a little fun. And so Sheriffus misses the free throw. Duncan with it up to Westbrook. And there's another turnover. You always hate to lose, but it stings a little more when you lose to your rival. There's just as much heat and passion and emotion between Farmington and Central as there is in any major college football rivalry or anything else that we see. These teams, these players, they do not like each other. There's a lot of Twitter beefs, go back and forth in the weeks leading up to these games. A lot of things they do to sort of mouth each other. Ticking down under 5 seconds left. Central's gonna win. They're gonna take it by 14. So the Central Rebels take this JV game 47-61. What's gonna happen here is we're gonna have a special presentation here. We'll go to the PA announcer, Aaron Murray, for that. Once the JV players exit the court, a special presentation of a team that made it to state here in Farmington back in the day. And we'll turn it over to Aaron here for just a minute.
Once the State's Final Four, the Wildcats battled in 2 overtime games. In the first, they lose to the eventual state champion, Kearney, 51-50. But in the second, they won 68-67 in overtime against Gilman City to finish the season in third place in the state. Boone State has recognized the special award for their life.
So again, we see here the Doe Run High School, third place team for the 1964-65 season, honored here at Farmington, given a trophy as a reminder of that. Farmington absorbed Doe Run several years back, so Farmington High School, this is their, this would be their alma mater now, and so a pretty neat deal here. 48 years ago, I guess, or 50 years ago now. 50 years ago, third place in state. And a standing ovation here as people around here appreciate what these guys did back then. And we'll go to commercial. We'll be back for the second of our doubleheader here, Farmington against Central.
Why must we wear these blindfolds, Master?
Fulfilling one's hunger at Steak and Shake requires heightened senses. The scent of handcrafted steak burgers, quick seared on the grill, singing in harmony with delicious hand-dipped milkshakes. Found it!
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience. Mercy.
Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and More has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and More is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Now at Qdoba Mexican Grill, extras aren't extra. So you can pack your favorite entrees full of flavor. Try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached MegaBank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. All you can eat for only $5.55. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Way, way down near the equator in the land of the tropics where the amazing Arabica tree grows, it can take up to 4 years for a tree to bear cherries. Then there's the picking, the sorting, the wet milling, the dry milling, the sorting again, the grading, the packing, the shipping, the blending, the roasting, the grinding, the taste testing, the taste testing, the taste testing, and finally, the brewing. And that's us, shedding light on the process of our unique blend that is always the perfect cup of McCafe coffee.
America loves a fish fry. And at St. Al's Church, they've been doing it right since the Pope was an altar boy. But you don't have to go to St. Al's for fish that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's. We're America's fish fry.
The $4 menu presents many options, yet grants us only one stomach.
Master?
How does one decide between the original double and cheese or the fresh guacamole steak burger, the garlic double steak burger, or an all-beef Chicago-style footlong?
How do you decide, Master?
Pictures.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Nothing compares to fresh, intense flavors of Qdoba Mexican Grill. So for your next event, don't forget to call us for Qdoba Catering. Add a kick to your next event with Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
There's a magical land between the latitudes of 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south where the amazing Arabica beans grow. The mountainous regions between the Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer, where rich soil means rich coffee, where lush tropical climate means smooth aromatic flavor, and where passionate farmers means flavor we can all be passionate about. When Mother Nature meets the human touch, we're able to bring great tasting coffee to the exact longitude and latitude of you.
Special sauce? At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
You should serve it to everyone.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's. We're America's fish fry.
zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. Make sure to bring the kids on Wednesdays for only 99 cents. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
It's time to get more. More of what you love, because getting more is what you get with McDonald's new Dollar Menu and more. All your favorites are still here, plus a whole lot more. For just $1, get the crunchy, tangy, brand new barbecue ranch burger. And for only $2, bring home the thick-cut Applewood smoked bacon on the new Bacon Cheddar McChicken. Only on the Dollar Menu and more. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
So,
Oh, big wave.
That is everywhere, isn't it? Okay, hey, you're out of first. Can you guys turn to each other and share?
Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
Mexican cuisine is known for its intense and varied flavors. And that's what you get at Qdoba Mexican Grill. With only the freshest ingredients. Mixed for the perfect taste. Come try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
Why must we wear these blindfolds, Master?
Fulfilling one's hunger at Steak and Shake requires heightened senses. The scent of handcrafted steak burgers, quick seared on the grill, singing in harmony with delicious hand-dipped milkshakes. Found it!
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience. Mercy.
Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and more has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and more is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Farmington High School here tonight. Marcus Archer along with Sarah LaChance for the Farmington Knights versus the Central Rebels. Pride on the line here tonight as an enormous rivalry game is at hand. Farmington Knights junior varsity game lost in our first matchup here of our doubleheader. And tonight, though, the Farmington Knights varsity team will try to avenge a Christmas tournament loss to the Central Rebels. So we'll take a break here. We'll cut it over to Aaron Murray for the national anthem. And as soon as that anthem is done, we'll be back to open up the game. Again, welcome back here, as I said, on KnightVision Media. Farmington Knights versus the Central Rebels. As we get ready to start this game, Sarah, you informed me of something the students were doing here for this game. There's a lot of talk, a lot of chatter that goes back and forth between these two teams as they go through the starting lineups here. So the Farmington student section did something about it tonight. Could you explain that to our viewers?
Yes, there has been some words exchanged, not so good about Farmington. So Farmington decided to have a rich out tonight. So they are dressed in their finest attire, every single one of them. And the idea is that Central always jokes and messes with Farmington about being rich, punk, snooty kids. And Farmington usually messes with Central about all their, quote, swag that they say they have. So there's a lot of talk back and forth. So the Farmington students did a rich out. I have to say that's pretty original. Heard of blackouts, whiteouts, lots of outs. I've never heard of a rich out. And I'm not sure what that says. That says more about our students or about, I don't know sure what that says about them, but we're having a rich out. So anyways, go through the starting lineups here. Connor Gage, Mike Pinkley, Grant Waddell, Jordan Ankrum, and Aaron Hargis. The usual starters probably for the rest of the year, more than likely. Connor Gage will share a lot of time with Bader and LeBrot. As I said, LeBrot was big in that JV game in the first half that he was allowed to play. Sarah, what do you think is the key for them to avenge that Christmas tournament loss that they had? You were at both games. Yeah.
So.
Well, see, I personally think shutting down Colin Best will be the biggest thing for the Knights, but I did talk to Connor Gage prior to the game. I interviewed him today, and he said that Callahan's biggest focus is shutting down Jake Bridges tonight. That's his biggest focus on the night. So I think if we can shut down those two players, we have our key.
That was a good prayer for tip out. Drew Harlow out with an ACL tear for the rest of the year for Central, and they will control the tip. As you talk about stopping Bridges, Bridges, Mannion, these guys out on the perimeter, they can really shoot for Central. Just about anybody except for Best on their starting five that touches the ball is able to hit from the perimeter.
Yeah, I think it's interesting to see Central and Farmington play because they both have such good outside shooters, and it's a fun game to watch.
Central just kind of passing the ball around the perimeter. Nothing inside yet. Ankrum paying really good help defense. There's Strange for three. Ankrum with the rebound. Ball tipped out by Best. Looked like an over the back that he got away with there. Central will get another chance. Wagner drives in the quick bank for 2.
I'm excited to see Hunter Strange tonight filling in for Drew Harlow in the starting lineup. It's going to be interesting to see this little bit of a combination.
Ankrum not able to handle the pass from Waddell. The Rebels starting off in a really extended 2-3 zone there. Almost daring the Knights to beat them from the inside, knowing that their strength is the perimeter, as you said, Sarah. And so Bridges will bring the ball up. Gets the pick on the outside. Proffer goes back over to Bridges, back out to Proffer. He comes around into the lane, over to Bess. Strong inside, but he loses it. They're going to call a tie ball. That ball will be over to Farmington. I got to admit, Sarah, even though the ball is over to us, I'm not a big fan of the tie ball rules. More, it seems like no one had control of that ball, and the ref blows the whistle really quickly.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be seeing that a lot lately, the Knights being a little messy. We kind of saw that in the Christmas tournament with Central, too, so I bet we'll be seeing a little bit of a lot of that. Little bit of a lot of that.
I heard you. I got it. I think I got it. I want to make sure everybody at home gets that. Waddell drived in there. Nice drive of him. Kicks to Ankrum. Ankrum gets the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. He misses the first. Ankrum really the key for the Knights. There's no doubt about that. He's their strongest player, both from a rebounding aspect and from a scoring aspect. The lone starter left over, as he hits the second one, the lone starter left over from last year's Final Four team. And so it's been a big adjustment for him playing with really all new guys. Best gets it, goes in, and Ankrum with a big block. And the Farmington students love that as they stand up in all their preppy rich attire. So Strange with the ball out on the perimeter. Drives in, like I said, a lot of patient offense out on the perimeter. As there comes Bridges, or Mania, that was Bridges actually. And he gets it swatted. That's 2 blocks in 1 possession. Loses it over to Mike Pinkley. Quickly up the court. He pulls up with a mid-range jumper.
No good.
Too strong. And a quick timeout here from Coach Harlow of Central. He'll take a 30-second timeout. And we'll take a timeout also. We'll be back after this short break.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Welcome back. Minute gone, minute 15 gone, minute 16 actually to be exact. 2-1 the score. A barn burner here in the first minute. Scored 2-1, as I said. A lot of really good defense being played by the Knights right now.
Yeah, if you ask me, I think that's the key thing that they really needed to pay attention to against Central. That's the one thing that they seemed to lack during the Christmas tournament, so it's nice to see that they finally picked that up.
And an errant shot by Wagner from Central off the top of the backboard. That ball tipped out of bounds on this end. Pinkley inbounds it to Waddell. Gets the call from Coach Callahan. He brings it up. Finds Connor Gage, who turns on the block. He misses the layup. That ball will be tipped out. It'll look like it would stay here with Farmington. Ball goes over to Central. Farmington with a little diamond press here. And there'll be a quick foul on Mike Pinkley as Bridges initiated the contact there, but Pinkley was moving. I wasn't really set, and so he gets the blocking call called on him. Bridges with the high ball screen. Ball swung around to Bess on the block. Looks to create some space, and he does. Score now 4-1. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Waddell over to Pinkley in the corner for three. That ball just a little strong. Proffer up with it. Bridges fakes, kicks it back out. Wagner with another three off the same spot of the backboard. Ball out to Hargis on the baseline, and he'll get a travel called on him as his pivot foot slid around.
Bader in for Gage here. John Bader, he has been exceptionally well for the Knights, coming from no playing time at all, just like a lot of the seniors this year, showing some success so far.
He's really strong down low. You need one of those guys to be able to come in and just kind of muscle some people around, and that's really his strength. As you see, he gets a foul real quick. Hunter Strange will go to the line and shoot two. But you need a guy just to be kind of an energy guy, especially down low for the Knights. Not a ton of depth, and so Bader come in, and we'll see Gunnar LeBrot is ready to check in after this first free throw by Strange. As we said earlier, in our first game, he played 2 quarters for the JV, and he'll check in quickly for Bader as Bader immediately got a foul, and Coach Callahan trying to manage his lack of depth as much as possible. Tyler Scales also coming to the game now for Hargis.
Talk about somebody impressive. Gunnar LeBrot, he came up as a sophomore, and I think I had him at 14 points against North County last week. He's been amazing so far for the Knights, and I'm kind of surprised that we're not seeing a little bit more time from him.
Well, he's probably not going to start at this point.
Yeah.
I can see why he may not quite be ready for that, but he had 12 points in the first half while getting triple teamed with that JV game.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously made some strides. Mentally, he's in the game. Every time he's out there, he's playing well with the rest of the team, and so that's the biggest part of it here. As that's been a struggle for this team, is to play well together, considering, as we said, Ankrum, the only starter left over.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about Ankrum being the only starter left over is
Ankrum gets a 2-pointer there.
Farmington is one of those schools that can afford to lose all their seniors because we have people coming up, and LeBron's one of those people that we can definitely look forward to coming up.
There's a missed 3-pointer. Strange with the rebound, out to Bridges, wide open for 3, and he misses. And that ball will touch the ground, touch the baseline, out of bounds to Farmington. And you won't see Central miss 2 wide open 3-pointers like that in a row too often.
Especially not from Jake Bridges. No, he is Central's big shooter.
Some pressure here for Central. Ball up quickly to LeBrot, over to Pinkley, back to Scales. Nice ball movement, in for 2. Score tied at 5. Central quickly back up the court, not allowing Farmington to set up any defensive pressure here. Mannion wide open in the corner. No one seeing him at first. Now the Knights defense is set. Scales out the corner a little late, and there's another missed 3-pointer. Pinkley with the rebound. He brings it up all the way up the floor over to Ankrum. Ankrum gets it in for 2. The Knights take the lead 7-5. And quickly back up the court. It's Connor Proffer and Gunnar LeBrot attempting to take a charge. Not with his feet not set. Proffer able to make the shot and get the foul. So he'll try to make it a 3-point play here. As Hardy, another one of those JV players, Brendan Hardy, getting a lot of playing time due to lack of depth on the varsity. He'll come in for Mike Pinkley here. Proffer converts to put the Rebels up by 1, 8-7. Ankrum looking to get it to somebody. Finds Hardy wide open. And that ball thrown out of bounds. I was just about to say that the Knights had slowed down very nicely on that press, but they weren't quite able to control the ball. Again, the press designed to speed you up and get you to make bad decisions. And so did just that right there. Proffer out there, over to Bridges. Bridges, Mannion, and Proffer can all hit the 3-ball. Into Best, and that'll be a foul on the floor. Pinkley ready to come back in for Hardy. There's Mannion.
Bridges for 3. No
Out
good.
to Bridges, and he misses. Best with another rebound. Unable to convert. Waddell up to Pinkley. Here comes Pinkley with a 4-on-1 at the disadvantage and gets the foul called. All those touch fouls, Sarah, they add up. Again, fouls 4-2 right now, 4-3, excuse me. Those fouls add up very quickly. A team can get into the bonus.
That's what we saw in the Central Christmas Tournament as well. A lot of the fouls making a huge difference in all of the games that Farmington played.
Gunnar LeBrat showing a lot of patience, I will say. Scales pulls up from the wing. He misses. Central let him take that shot. It's not really his game, his jump shooting. Mannion drives in. Mike Pink, look at the foul call right there. He was moving. To the ref's credit, he was moving. And that is sort of the definition of a blocking foul. His feet were not set as Bader will come in for LeBrat. But many times when a player lowers his shoulder like that out of control, they'll call the charge. Not that time. So Wagner at the top, running the offense now. Out to Bridges. They're just swinging around. Richardson in, and he gets the foul. You can tell some of the Knight players and the fans very frustrated by the foul calls.
You know, I think this is definitely going to get us into some trouble when we get to the fourth quarter, and I mean, we have Ankrum with 2, that's a big guy. Pinkley with 2, that's a big guy. Those are 2 guys that we really rely on points-wise, so I'm kind of nervous to see how this takes us down to the fourth.
And there's an and 1 there. Richardson gets the foul. I believe it was on Bader. And so that's 2 on Bader and 2 on Ankrum. And Ankrum will probably sit for most of the rest of this first half with 2 fouls. Connor Gage just came into the game for him. Alex England now into the game, another one of those JV players who's been able to move up and really contribute, been a really good ball handler, a pleasant surprise for the Knights, playing really well. And he forces the contact, and Bridges gets the foul called. And if I were a player out there playing like this, when I played, they didn't call all these touch fouls. If I were someone out there, I would almost force the contact and force that defensive player to put his hands on me, and they're going to get the foul called as Bridges sits down, and Connor Proffer will come back into the game for him. Scales over to England. Almost got a 5-second call there. And that ball, as Mike came around the turn there, just sort of ball kind of got stuck on his shoulder. And Hargis will come in for him. And so Connor Gage, the only starter on the floor right now for the Knights. Going to see if they can steal some minutes and stay in this game here. Bader trying to take the charge with the rebound from the floor, and a nice play for Bader. Under a minute left now, Hargis brings it up the floor. England's going to get a 5-second call if he doesn't move, and there he goes. Scales over to Bader, over to England. And there's a travel. Scales drags that pivot foot. I believe that's the 3rd travel call the Knights have. Probably the least common call really these days, and 3 of those here in this first quarter. Knights down 11-7. And Proffer will hold the ball for the last shot. Beats England off the dribble. Wagner from that same spot, and he hits the 3. With 1 second left, England throws it up. He'll miss, so the lead 14-7 for the Central Rebels here. At home, the Knights down after one quarter. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Now at Qdoba Mexican Grill, extras aren't extra. So you can pack your favorite entrees full of flavor. Try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
Back here for the start of the second quarter. Again, Marcus Archer along with Sarah LaChance. Knights down 14-7 after a 3 hit at the end of that first quarter. And here's Proffer as he steps back. And that'll be an over-the-back call on Strange. I'm glad we got it. I don't think he deserved it, but I'm glad we got it. And a really low-scoring game there. I mean, it was 11-7 until they hit that 3 at the end of the quarter. But even 14 points is, I mean, 11 points, 11 or 14 points, that's a very low-scoring quarter. Farmington held to single digits. Hargis drives in. And Strange with the blocking foul. Central fans not happy. I think the ref explaining that Strange maybe slid his foot over. So that's 2 quick fouls on Strange there to start this second quarter. I like Aaron Hargis being aggressive, Sarah. Haven't seen a lot of that this year.
Well, we actually haven't seen a lot of playing time out of Hargis lately until, you know, we had that starting spot opening up and he's taken it and he's really stepped up. It's really fun to watch him play now.
I think that probably had a lot to do with his aggressiveness. He tends to play a little bit hesitant out there. And as I said, with these rules the way they are, if he hits 1 or 2, you might as well be aggressive and see if you can get a foul call. My goal would be to foul a player out if I were playing with these the hand checking rules. You can almost not even touch a player, really. Down low, and that's Richardson for 2.
I think it's kind of interesting how Central has taken such a lead without having Bess or Bridges on the floor. I mean, Bess just came back into the game.
A dive for Proffer. He'll call timeout. That'll be a 30-second timeout, I believe. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay with you here. Lead 16-8 with 7 minutes left. And what's amazing to me, Sarah, it's not so much with those guys not on the floor. Bridges and Mannion well, really everyone on their team, but Bridges and Mannion specifically shooting awful from three-point range. The Rebels only have 1 3. I believe they're probably about 1 for 8 right now, and so not shooting well, but still with the lead.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think since they're down, they're picking up a little bit, and kind of interesting to see those threes we saw from, I think it was Connor Proffer in the first quarter after those 2 off the.
I believe it was Wagner actually that hit that, but yes, yeah. And there's Richardson again with another 2. And that's how the Rebels have done it tonight. A lot of transition buckets and some baskets down low by Bess and Wagner. Ankrum pulls up from the baseline and he hits it. That's kind of his bread and butter shot right there. Maniac drives in and he gets the 2. Twists his ankle, comes down kind of awkwardly. Ref calls a timeout there. Mannion's going to stay in the game. We'll have Hardy will come in for Hargis. So Waddell, Hardy, Scales, Bader, and Ankrum. Kind of a unique 5 out on the floor there. Scales gets the ball over to Bader.
It has been interesting lately to see these combinations that Callahan's making to try to get some different results.
Bader gets a foul call there. And I'm just going to say that was what we call a ghost. That was a ghost foul. I really appreciate the call again, but from our angle,
we'll take it.
From our angle, it was. Let's just say that was a nice call by old Slick Rick, as we call him. Bader doesn't get the bounce there. And Hargis will come back in for Scales quickly as Callahan rotating some players around. A lot of quick substitutions for different guys.
Bader for a second. It's good.
He hits it the lead. Now 9, 20-11 with 6 left to play. Some full court pressure here for the Knights. Waddell lets his man go past. And Wagner misses the little jumper. Waddell up the court. Ankrum for a deep 3. He misses long. Waddell pulls up from the baseline. He misses. That was probably a little bit too quick of a shot there. He was open. So Central back down with it quickly. Wagner from the wing. He misses again. Only 1 3-pointer so far for the Rebels. The Knights doing a good job there. Waddell calls the play. Bader into Ankrum with the turnaround. He gets the roll. The shooter's bounce. Call him Butter because he's on a roll. 13-20, Knights down by 7.
Ankrum has 9 of the 13 points tonight.
And there's a missing close from Bess, but Proffer able to put it back up. So the lead stays at 9. The Knights really not really able to make any headway here and cut into this lead, and another turnover there. As Hardy was cutting and was open, not able to control the pass though.
Looks like LeBrat to come in for Bader.
Bridges will come back in for Mannion. So LeBrat and Ankrum on the floor together, I think, is a good combination. I like those two players being out there together. A nice presence down low from both of them. Looks like the Knights are in a 2-3 zone right now. Central, one of those teams that can shoot you out of a zone very quickly. It's going to take a lot of help defense here. Best gets the foul call. I'm assuming it's on LeBrat. I'm hoping it's on LeBrat. It is on LeBrat. That would have been Ankrum's 3rd, and he would have sat. He would have sat until the second half. And Best misses that first shot.
You know, we were talking earlier about, you said how LeBrat and Ankrum's a good combination. I think it is. And then we were talking earlier about how we think sometimes LeBrat is just a little too patient, and maybe if he did take some of those risks, he'd be even more of a points leader than he already is. I mean, he had 14 against North County the other day. You said 12 in the JV game in the first half today. I mean, I think he would be a really, really good asset to the team if he took a little bit more risk.
Yeah, I think he's trying to play within the offense. I got to into LeBrat down low, and Best blocks him. Welcome to the big time, I think he says. LeBrat not able to convert, but I like the aggressiveness there. Richardson with the head fake, and he travels. Ball back over to the Knights. I do appreciate him being a young player, getting a lot of minutes all of a sudden. He's playing within the offense, and I do appreciate the patience. Many times guys are out of control or
when they get that little bit of time.
Undisciplined, and he's done a good job of playing within the offense. So that ball will be tipped out. So we'll stay here with Farmington. Pink will pass it in as the Knights stack the baseline. Into Ankrum. Stolen temporarily by Bridges, but not able to hold on. Richardson will come back into the game now for Best. Now, from Farmington, I got LeBrat and Ankrum down low. with Bess out of the game, this is the time to go down low and try to take advantage of the strength advantage that you're gonna have.
Ankrum for two, no good. Rebounded by Pinkley. He's gonna dish it up. No good. Rebounded by Ankrum, up for two.
And Ankrum converts. Again, the size advantage down low with Ankrum and Labradian and no Bess makes the difference. Wagner, he drives in and hits for two. And that's a 5-second call there on Farmington. Ankrum not able to get the ball in. Coach Callahan wants a 30-second timeout to talk about it. A lot of turnovers, down 10 here in the second quarter. We'll be back after this quick break.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
So Central have it on the baseline here, up 10. Bridges throws it all the way back on the other end of the court to Proffer. Ball inside. Richardson with the bump, I believe, on Labrat. And that'll be Labrat's third foul. And Connor Gage will come in for him. So 2 on Bader, 2 on Ankrum, 3 on Labrat. Easy way to kill your depth there. And so the bonus, actually every foul from this point on will be
teams.
double bonus. It'll be double bonus for Central, and just the bonus for Farmington. So he misses, only able to hit 1 of 2. 3 people now on Waddell across the midcourt line. And again, one of those little ticky-tack fouls. I'd do that every time. I would just dribble into players and make them put their hand on me. Coach Harlow doesn't like it, but it's how they're calling it this year. Waddell misses, but Ankrum with the putback. Pinkley with the steal and the quick 3, and he hits it.
Talk about an outstanding shooter.
Another steal from Mike Pinkley.
Oh.
Quick shot there. It looks like he could have had Waddell right behind him open for 3. But a nice sequence there for Mike Pinkley. The lead down to 6 all of a sudden after being 11. And that ball tipped around. Bridges out to Proffer with that rocket shot with no arc. He misses. You can tell the Knights seem to have a little bit more energy after Pinkley's defensive prowess there on the other end. They need it'd be a big stop here if they could get it. Wagner out in the corner.
And it's good.
He hits it. Coach Callahan just turns his head, not happy with that. After all that work, Waddell will go to the other end to shoot 1 and 1, but after all that work, after a couple of nice defensive plays, and you allow a wide open 3 in the corner to a guy who, after those first 2 shots off the backboard, he hasn't missed since then. Hargis back in the game. Mannion, along with Mannion for Central. Another missed free throw. There'll be a foul on Connor Gage. The Knights are going to have a hope of staying in this game or getting back in it, more likely. They're going to have to hit their free throws. They're shooting under 50% right now for the game.
These fouls are insane. I mean, I have Ankrum clocked for 2, Gage with 1, Pinkley with 2, LeBrot for 3, Bader with 2. Those are some of our biggest guys that are potentially out of the game for the fourth quarter.
19 fouls here in the first half. Think about that for a minute. 19. There's a couple of missed free throws on Central's end. Neither team shooting well from the line. Waddell looking for help. Ankrum brings it up. Out to Hargis.
For 3. No good.
Here comes Mannion.
Strange.
Finds a cutting Strange for 2. And the ref blew the ball dead. Callahan calling for a play, thought he said timeout. Not even close. So Hargis cross court to Pinkley, back over to Waddell, who pulls up for 3. That one's in and out. Proffer will bring it back up the court. Over to Mannion, and Wagner with another 3. That one a little long. Hargis up the floor, finds Connor Gage for 2. Nice play by Hargis. Central very good about getting up the floor quickly. Proffer just inside the three-point line. Misses. Richardson with the rebound, though. Ankrum trying to not get his 3rd foul, probably playing a little less aggressively than what he normally would. .45 seconds left to play here in the first half. Knights down 11. Hargis into Gage on the baseline. Out to Hargis, wide open for 3. He misses. But Pinkley with the rebound and the shot off the tip. Lead down to 9 with 30 seconds left. Pressure by the Knights. And Proffer slows it down. Central content to hold the ball until the end of this first half and get the last shot. Proffer drives, kicks it out to Wagner for 3.
No good.
Here comes Ankrum up to Gage. The ball just a little bit out of his reach, which is saying something. Because he's got about a 14-foot wingspan. Pass just a little bit wild. 2 seconds left now. Central looks to make something happen here before the end of the half. Mannion throws it up off the rafters. And that'll be the score of our first half here. Farmington down 33-24. A couple of good defensive plays for Mike Pinkley. Pinkley scored well in the offensive end. Ankrum with
13, it looks like.
Ankrum with 13.
Pinkley with 5. And then Scales with 2. That's somebody we don't usually see in the books too often.
I believe Pinkley actually has 7, if I'm not mistaken. I believe there's another layup that he may have gotten. But other than that, as I said, Ankrum again carrying the load for the Knights and not shooting well from the free throw line. Sarah, what did you see in that first half really that the Knights are going to have to fix, going to have to work on?
I think the turnovers not so bad as we're used to seeing from the Knights. That's kind of cleaned up, but the amount of fouls was insane. It put Central in the double bonus, and I mean, that's really what killed us in this Christmas tournament. I'm surprised we haven't tried to clean that up a little bit. I think that, and watching, who was it? I think, was it Wagner? Watching him on the outside, he was big for Central in that first half, so I think that is vital for the Knights.
We'll cut away here. We'll stay with you for the Farmington varsity Nightline performance here at halftime.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you Kasasa?
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. All you can eat for only $5.55. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Way, way down near the equator in the land of the tropics where the amazing Arabica tree grows, it can take up to 4 years for a tree to bear cherries. Then there's the picking, the sorting, the wet milling, the dry milling, the sorting again, the grading, the packing, the shipping, the blending, the roasting, the grinding, the taste testing, the taste testing, the taste testing, and finally, the brewing. And that's us, shedding light on the process of our unique blend that is always the perfect cup of McCafe coffee.
America loves a fish fry. And at St. Al's Church, they've been doing it right since the Pope was an altar boy. But you don't have to go to St. Al's for fish that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's. We're America's fish fry.
The $4 menu presents many options, yet grants us only one stomach.
Master?
How does one decide between the original double and cheese or the fresh guacamole steak burger, the garlic double steak burger, or an all-beef Chicago-style footlong?
How do you decide, Master?
Pictures.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Nothing compares to fresh, intense flavors of Qdoba Mexican Grill. So for your next event, don't forget to call us for Qdoba Catering. Add a kick to your next event with Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
There's a magical land between the latitudes of 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south where the amazing Arabica beans grow. The mountainous regions between the Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer, where rich soil means rich coffee, where lush tropical climate means smooth aromatic flavor, and where passionate farmers means flavor we can all be passionate about. When Mother Nature meets the human touch, we're able to bring great tasting coffee to the exact longitude and latitude of you.
Special sauce? At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
You should serve it to everyone.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's, we're America's fish fry.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. Make sure to bring the kids on Wednesdays for only 99 cents. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Back to the second half of our game, Farmington Knights versus the Central Rebels here on KnightVision Media, KnightVision Sports, FHS KnightVision YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter at FHS KnightVision.
Yes, you can.
Want to get all that in there. Sarah, a minute left to go here. The Knights start off the second half down 9. Who do you think is going to have to step up for them in order for them to cut into this lead?
I don't know that anybody needs to step up, but I think Ankrum needs to stay away from the fouls. He's going to be very vital when we get to the end of this half, and I think we really need to stop Wagner. I think that's our biggest thing right here. Wagner and Richardson, they both are tied for top leading scorer for Central with 10 points, so I think those are like some things we need to do here.
Yeah, and Richardson, a lot of putbacks, a lot of second chance points on his, and so Knight's not rebounding extremely well. That's kind of what that indicates. And as you said, across the front line for the Knights, two fouls for Ankrum, 2 fouls for Bader, 3 for LeBrot. So they have to be very careful here. I imagine Coach Callahan will substitute in and out a whole lot here in the second half to try to keep those guys from getting into too much foul trouble. Knights with the ball to start the second half here. Aggressive, bad pass for Aaron Hargis. As they say, see where you're going to throw it before you throw it. Ankrum was double teamed there. Wagner out to Bridges, and Bridges hits a 3. His first 3 of the game. He shot very poorly from the three-point line in the first half. That's not a good sight for the Knights if he starts getting it going. Binkley into Gage, over to Hargis. And that ball blocked. Bridges quickly up the floor. Central doing a great job of getting up to the court quickly and not allowing the Knights to set up their defense. Bridges wide open again for 3. He misses. And Best will throw the ball back out of bounds, attempting to save it.
Talk about somebody who was such a big influence on the game during the Christmas tournament, Colin Best, who hasn't really showed up a lot tonight. I mean, I think I have him for maybe 2 points on the night. It's kind of surprising because I know that was one of the Knights' biggest focuses, because he really is what killed us in the Christmas tournament, so it's kind of interesting.
Hinkley with a run and layup there for 2. Lead back down to 8. Wagner, at 10. And I agree, Best has not done a lot on the offensive end, but if nothing else, he's doing a lot from a rebounding standpoint as Wagner drives in. Ball tipped over to Ankrum with another rebound. He gets it up to Pinkley. Best not doing a lot offensively, but doing a lot of little things, rebounding real well. He's a strong guy down there. Waddell for 3.
Deep
he misses.
3. Will stay.
And Ankrum wanted an over-the-back call there, I could tell. A couple of guys went over behind him. Looks like he should have gotten the call. There's been a few of those I feel like they haven't given to him based on his own aggressiveness, probably. And Ankrum wide open for 3. Best comes out. It rims out. Scales with the rebound. Ankrum takes another one. Scales with another rebound into Ankrum for 2. And he'll finally convert on his third chance on the same possession. 28-36 now.
Ankrum with over half of the points for the Knights tonight.
Wagner for another three.
He is on fire tonight.
And that's been his spot from the, on this side, it's the far end from what you see on your, on the camera there. It's the left side of the wing there. The left wing for Wagner has been a hot spot for him. Ankrum misses way long, doesn't hit anything. Wagner pulls up left wide open. Best with a rebound, he misses. A bad pass up to Bridges. Over to Mannion for two. Callahan, not pleased. Gonna get a timeout. Gonna get a full timeout. We'll be back after a break here on KnightVision Media.
It's time to get more. More of what you love, because getting more is what you get with McDonald's new $1 menu and more. All your favorites are still here, plus a whole lot more. For just $1, get the crunchy, tangy, brand new barbecue ranch burger. And for only $2, bring home the thick cut Applewood smoked bacon on the new Bacon Cheddar McChicken. Only on the $1 menu and more. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Knights have the ball out of bounds here, down 13. Waddell brings it up. Hardy in the game now, and Bader. Hardy open for three. He can hit that. I wouldn't mind him taking that when he's open like that, when he's open. Bader into Ankrum. Brings it around underneath the goal. Spins out of the double team for two. Comes Wagner again, out to Mannion, wide open for three. And he'll hit that one in his sleep. And another timeout for Coach Callahan. Another full timeout, not pleased with his team's effort. You can tell pointing all around. We'll be back after a quick 30-second commercial break.
That is everywhere, isn't it? Okay, but hey. Jennifer, can you guys turn to each other and share?
Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
Welcome back here, KnightVision Media, Marcus Archer, Sarah LaChance. Knights down 14 now. Just under 4.5 left to play in the third quarter. Two quick timeouts by Callahan, not pleased with his team's effort. So Knights with the ball here after a wide open three by Braden Mannion. I believe even I could have hit that shot, Sarah, and let me tell you, my shot is not what it used to be. So Waddell attempting to get it across court here. Wagner's quick on him. Hardy with the cut, misses just short. Cropper back up the court. He drives in and he scores.
One thing that I think the Knights can definitely improve on right now is their shot opportunities. I mean, Central is using the crap out of their shot opportunities, and look what it's got them. It's got them a 16-point lead. I think that is what the Knights need to do right now, is take some more of those opportunities, not be so timid.
And there's a foul as Ankrum with the turnaround. Bess and Mannion both attempting to block out for the shot, but Ankrum had not landed yet, so that's going to be a two-shot foul here. Again, the Knights down 16. That's a good point you make, Sarah, as he makes the first. Knights not taking a lot of good shots, and when they do get a good shot, they're not converting. They haven't been really consistent there. So Ankrum hits 2 big free throws there. Wagner left wide open on the wing. Ball over to Proper. He drives in. That's kind of his game as he gets another 2. He's a slasher, long, lanky kid. That's his game, is driving to the basket, kind of knifing through the defense.
And that was too easy for him. I think that's another thing that the Knights need to do is really close up those lanes.
They struggled this year getting beat off the dribble out on the perimeter. So Ankrum on the baseline, he takes it, misses, but Bader with the tip in.
And that puts Bader in the books for 3 points.
Quickly up to Wagner as he gets the foul.
And
the hoop and the harm, as they say. And that's another foul on Bader. I believe that'll be his third or fourth now.
It'll be his third.
His third. Alex England, Mike Pinkley, Aaron Hargis, Gunnar LeBrot, Connor Gage, all into the game. They're exchanging 5 for 5. Everybody's going to sit for a whole new group.
I think this is a good idea. I think it's a good idea for Callahan to use his combination opportunities. I mean, we do have some depth within the Knights. I think it's a good idea.
I think what he's really doing there is he's sending a statement saying, okay, if you guys aren't going to play, I'll put new guys in there that I think will. So they get the ball across half court. Gunnar LeBrot spins around. He drives in, and he gets the foul.
Won't be a 3-point play, but we'll take it.
I just like his aggressiveness. He seems to have acclimated to playing with these guys very well, and he hasn't played timid, but as I said earlier, hasn't played out of control either. Really playing within the offense. He hasn't shot free throws very well, though. There's one. As I say that, he hasn't been extremely consistent since he's come up onto varsity. They're going to need him to do a little more of that, especially playing down low. He's going to get a lot of free throw opportunities.
And he has been increasingly seeing a lot more time from game to game to game, so I think it's interesting to see how he's really been stepping up and being more aggressive now that he's seeing a lot of playing time.
Bridges all the way across to Proffer. Looking for the swing pass. We had a play like that when I was in high school. We called it swing. A little pick on the back end and a cross-court pass. Pinkley with a cheap little reach there. He knows he shouldn't have done it. He'll get the foul call. That'll be 3 on Mike Pinkley.
Pinkley, another one of our big shooters. He's our second leading scorer on the night with 7 points. It's not going to be good for the Knights if we see him leave the game.
I don't think he's going to get taken out, though, with 3 fouls. Just about 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Proffer again passes, drives, kicks it out. Swing around. Wagner into Strange, and he travels. Pinkley with a tip pass out to Connor Gage. He pulls up.
Too fast.
Alex England with it wide open over to Mike Pinkley. And that's one of those times, it wasn't a bad pass, but it wasn't the right pass, I don't think. And there's a foul on the floor. Ground foul, as some people might call it. And, that's an example right there where England made an extra pass, but it was unnecessary. England was actually more open than Pinkley. England can hit that shot. He hit a few threes in the JV game. He needs to go ahead and be aggressive and take that. There's Bridges out to Proffer.
Wide open Proffer.
And that ball will be out of bounds off the top of the backboard. I've said this the last few games, talking with people. England's been a pleasant surprise to me, but not nearly aggressive enough as he needs to be on the offensive end. Proffer out to Bridges, wide open. But a rebound by Strange. I believe that's LeBrot's 4th foul.
Talking about England, he has been a pleasant surprise. He has some of the ball handling that we really need. We've been a little sloppy on that end. So I think that's really nice for us to have somebody come up and do that. But yeah, I am surprised he's not taking risks with any shots or anything.
I think he's trying to play. If it were me, putting myself in that spot, I would look and I'd say probably trying not to do too much. A JV kid getting moved up to varsity, trying not to do too much with it. But when that happens, you end up not really playing basketball enough. You end up just being a little bit robotic. And he's been a good player, a good ball handler, like you said. But if he takes one or two of those shots and makes them,
he'll get his groove.
Well, it's that, and also makes the defense have to come out on him and guard him more, which opens up the lane down low for players like Ankrum or Bader or LeBron. So LeBron will stay in the game with 4 fouls. Pinkley all the way over to England. He takes it into LeBron. Will turn around and get 2. The Knights slow getting back every time down the floor. Strange was wide open there. There's Richardson who skies in. Ankrum with the rebound. Ankrum over to Pinkley. Drives baseline. He puts it up for 2. Under 40 to play here in the third quarter. Knightheads down 13. 39-52. Mannion over to Bridges. Back over to Strange. They're going to pull it out and hold it. Make the Knights come out and guard them, as the Knights are trying to sit in the zone. So now 10 seconds left. Central will make something happen. Bridges right at the top of the key. Looking for Proffer, pulls up for 3. He misses. Ankrum throws it up just to the side of the goal. That's the end of the third period. Knights down 39-52. We'll be back after this commercial from our sponsors.
Mexican cuisine is known for its intense and varied flavors. And that's what you get at Qdoba Mexican Grill. With only the freshest ingredients, mixed for the perfect taste. Come try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
Why must we wear these blindfolds, Master?
Fulfilling one's hunger at Steak and Shake requires heightened senses. The scent of handcrafted steak burgers, quick seared on the grill, singing in harmony with delicious hand-dipped milkshakes. Found it!
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter, final quarter here for a doubleheader of games. Central Rebels against the Farmington Knights. Central moved down to Class 3 this year, not in the same district, but pride on the line as these two rivals meet. Central leading by 13, 52-39. And they're going to be patient here, knowing that they don't really have to score again to win the game. Bridges into Strange. Strange hangs and he misses. Waddell up the court.
Seeing a little bit of less pressure on the defensive side of Central on the Knights.
LeBron in. Bad pass there. He should have just taken that ball up. Mannion over to Bridges. He hits it for 2. Lead back up to 15. There was a timeout there for Callahan before the steal. We'll see, that's a 30-second call. We'll stay with it here. Knights down 15 on the Rich out game. And I will say, after the last few years, Farmington, the last couple of years, really has been in control of this rivalry, winning in the Christmas tournament and during the regular season. This year, though, Central seems to have a stranglehold on it, as they defeated Farmington earlier this year in the Christmas tournament. And look, they're well in control of this game right now.
weird to see a total of six fouls on this half when the first half we had what? We came out of it with 19 total fouls, and we have 7 minutes here in the fourth. It's kind of interesting to see how the Knights and the Rebels have kind of responded to that.
I imagine that'll change here pretty quickly as we get closer to the end of the game. A lot more aggression by Farmington will probably create a lot more opportunity for fouls. As Ankrum hits his first.
Puts him at 20 of the 40 points for the Knights.
I mean, that's good and it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing about the Knights, I would probably say, if I looked at the stat sheet close enough, they don't have a lot of assists on the night. A lot of their points are off just individual play. Wagner wide open from the wing again. He misses. Tipped out. Pinkley quickly back up the court with it. LeBron, he muscles his way through, and he'll get a foul, I believe, on Strange there. Yep, that'll be on Strange. That'll be his fourth. Probably a little bit out of control there for LeBron, but again, the aggression is good because any little bit of contact, they're going to call it. They've been instructed to it as he hits the free throw. And if the Knights can do this, they can climb back into this game if they can start hitting some free throws. The lead was 16 at one point. It's down to 12 right now. A chance to cut it to 11. And he does. Really aggressive play now by Waddell as Bridges brings it up. Knights in a 2-3 zone. Wagner out on the corner, drives baseline, back over to Strange. He kicks it out. He's kind of patiently passing it around the perimeter, not trying to do too much with it. They can hold the ball the rest of the game. Farmington's going to have to get out of that zone at some point, I imagine. Bridges wide open for three. He misses. He's had a few too many wide open shots. Thank goodness he's not shot too well on the night. Knights with a chance to cut it to single digits here. And an errant pass there. Waddell telegraphed that one. Luckily, Strange not able to hold on to it as Richardson comes back into the game for Strange. Again, as I said, Knights with a chance to cut it to single digits for the first time in a while. And again, another errant pass and a turnover. Mannion up the court. Bridges out to a wide open Wagner. Thinks about it, but pulls it out. Mannion to Wagner to Bridges. Back to Mannion to Richardson. What now?
Starting to get a little dangerous, seeing Bridges and Wagner open. Wagner for three. No good, rebounded by LeBron. It's kind of a dangerous territory here in the fourth, seeing those two open, as those are Central's best shooters, but Wagner has been on fire tonight. He's been insane.
Ankrum goes in from the left hand. Kind of an awkward up there off the wrong foot, it looked like. He misses.
Best for two.
That'll pull the lead back out to 13. Knights just with too many turnovers, too many errant passes, really. LeBron with the miss, but Ankrum with the putback, 45 to 56. Here comes Mannion. He'll go all the way in and he'll get the layup. LeBron holding off just a little there as he has 4 fouls. Pinkley into LeBron, and he'll get 2. The Knights need a few stops here. They're just trading buckets. They can't afford to do that if they want to be able to come back in this game. Mannion, another wide open three. He misses, and there's a foul call on Bess. He gets the push on the rebound. He's not happy about it. Hardy will come in for Scales. Again, the Knights a chance to cut it back down to single digits for for the first time since the first half, really. Hardy for three.
No good. That would have been a momentum changer for sure.
Mike Pinkley nearly with another steal in the backcourt. Bridges in with the left-handed runner.
And you know, I can't tell you how many times I've said this, but I've always said the Knights were a second-half team, but I'm really not seeing that tonight. I've always thought that. I've always thought that they were a little shaky in the first half. Pinkley for three, no good. A little shaky in the first half and always came back in the second, and it always worked out for him, especially last year, but this game just really isn't showing that.
Well, if you think about last year, you had guys that literally played with each other from the time that they were, 6 and 7 years old over at the Civic Center. Always on the same team, used to playing with each other as Bess gets the friendly role. And so there's a lot of composure, a lot of experience on that team last year, as proven by their Final Four run. And so shaky first half, they could very easily make the adjustments mentally.
Hardy for three, yes!
And Hardy hits a three.
That is what we have been waiting for.
This team, however, much less experienced mentally, it appears not quite, at this point, able to make some of those adjustments in the second half. But again, I think at this point last year, you wouldn't have thought that our team was a Final Four team. And so this team has a lot of time to improve. That ball tipped around. I would give LeBron credit for a block right there. Bess again not happy with a no call.
So 2:18 left here in the fourth, 50-62, not in the Knights' favor. Let's see if they can bring this 12-point deficit a little down.
That's a full timeout for Farmington. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience. Mercy.
Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
We're back. 2 minutes left in the fourth period. Knights down by 12. Alex England into the game now for an extra ball handler for the Knights, I imagine. He drives all the way to the lane, and he gets fouled. I was wondering that whistle blew a little bit late there, and he'll go to the line for two. I was just saying, talking about his aggressiveness, I like that play. They gave him the lane, probably thinking he wouldn't take it because he hasn't all night, but he did. He misses the first. And that's tough. That's killer right now. You've got to hit your free throws. They're free for a reason.
Putting England in the books.
62-51 now as Hardy gets the pushing foul there. Knights still with a couple of fouls to give here before they get into the bonus. Central, every foul from this point on, the Knights will be in the bonus. And there's a foul on Waddell.
Not happy about that one.
I'm not either. The ref that blew the whistle looked a little bit out of position to make the call, but a foul nonetheless. Waddell attempts to steal, misses it. Three players running after Proffer. That's going to leave Mannion wide open, and he slides his pivot foot and travels.
.151 on the
Alex
clock.
England for three, and he hits it.
Good.
That cuts the lead to 8. Single digits for the first time since the first half. Now Hardy with the foul on Proffer. Callahan not too pleased, but I think he knows he has to foul. I'm assuming he instructed Hardy to foul. Either that or Hardy fouled a little bit too early. They're down 8 now. Proffer shoots the 1-and-1. Proffer hits them both. Lead back up to 10. Hinckley spins, head fakes, pulls it, turns around. He misses it. Best with the rebound over Ankrum. Proffer up into the front court.
Hinckley with a little bit of a questionable reach foul that I might have thought would have been called. But
Hardy with another foul there.
That's 3 in what, the last 3 minutes maybe?
Yeah, it seems to me he's been instructed by Callahan to foul, especially Proffer, I would imagine. You said the look on Callahan's face, I can read it after watching him a little bit the last couple of years. That look of, we got the right guy and he's just hitting the shots. So now the lead back up to 12, a minute 20 left. England, he goes in and he gets fouled by Wagner.
These free throws are definitely key right now to take it to a 10-point game.
Sweat on the ball there. Ref wipes it off. And England hits his second. Back to 10. Wagner running wide open. It's plays like that, it's really kind of defined the game. Those quick run outs, Central has done that for most of the game. There's Waddell with a kind of an off-balance 3 there.
Hardy with his 4th.
It's probably not a good person to foul on Central's team. Most of them pretty decent free throw shooters. That brings the lead back up to 13 with a minute left. It would appear as though Central would have this game here tonight. They would have beaten Farmington in the Christmas tournament at home. And now they've come on the road here. And looks like they're going to beat Farmington here tonight, which means a lot for Central. It would mean a lot if it were Farmington. As I said, a lot of pride on the line here between these two teams, whether or not they're in the same conference, or not the conference, excuse me, the same district. And that ball out to Farmington.
So we have an 11-point lead here by the Rebels.
Waddell with an unnecessary three-pointer, really. Just kind of threw it up there.
30 seconds left on the clock. Jake Bridges not happy with that call, but I don't think it really matters at this point.
It would appear as though that, I mean, we're talking a Reggie Miller against the Knicks kind of event that's going to have to happen here for the Knights to get back in it. Hinckley with a deep 3, he hits it. He's got a pretty shot from out there.
He is one of those players that is so fun to watch. He has a beautiful shot, so much finesse. And it's really interesting to see him come from hardly any playing time at all to be in the second leading scorer for the Knights.
I was actually a little surprised he didn't get a little more clock last year, just because of his shooting ability. But he's a big part of this team this year. And that ball rims out. The one unfortunate thing, this isn't the NBA, so a timeout will not move the ball to half court. So it's going to be tough to get back in this, but Farmington doing all they can. Mike Pinkley from way downtown, he misses. Ankrum misses again. He'll put it back up for two, and that'll end the game here. The Farmington Knights will lose to the Central Rebels, 64-71. And Sarah, as this game ends, we move into the upcoming week here of games with Farmington. What do you think they're going to have to do to improve on this one moving forward?
Well, I think we're seeing Potosi next time. So I think that'll be a little interesting. I think that'll be something that would be exciting. I like the matchup between Dylan Coleman and Jordan Ankrum, so I think that'll be nice to see. I don't know. I know they're facing Sykeston, so I know that'll be a little different. So I'm excited to see that.
And that'll do it for us here on Night Vision Media. Again, Marcus Archer with Sarah LaChance. Knightheads go down to the Central Rebels here at home. We'll see you next time here on Night Vision Sports.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and More has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and More is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Now at Qdoba Mexican Grill, extras aren't extra. So you can pack your favorite entrees full of flavor. Try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.